I say, Jack, old man, I wanted to see if I could borrow some fizz. I wonder where he keeps it. Oh, here's a find. Serves him right to leave them lying about in this ostentatious manner when I'm so hard up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, won't they be jolly waxy? Makes a bottle apiece, and they must make out with whiskey and soda.
Babs! We've just been round to your rooms.
Have you? I say, how do you think I'm looking?
Splendid, old chap.
Yes, I thought you'd be pleased with me. Well, ta-ta.
Hold on, Babs. You were looking for us, weren't you? So good of you to come. So glad you could come.
We were very pleased to be able to come, weren't we, Amy?
Oh, yes. Mr. Wickham, I hope we're not too early.
Yes, Mr. Chesney, you didn't mention a time.
Not at all, not at all.
And this is where you work and study and do your thinking and everything.
Oh, yes, we do a lot of that sort of thing here.
You have jolly quarters here.
Why are you sorry we're going?
Well, you just put me and Jack in a perfect fever.
You know, it's lucky Uncle was in town today. I don't think we'd be able to come.
Why is that?
I don't know, but he makes such odd objections. And then, you know, he's so peculiar about Kitty.
Well, why?
Well, she's an heiress, you know, and he's her guardian.
Miss Verdun, have you forgotten that dance the other evening? I never shall.
No.
No, those stolen moments alone in the garden were the very happiest of all my life. Out in the moonlight. Moonlight is the true atmosphere for sentiment.
I wonder how many people have said that before.
Kitty, I know when you like you can be an awful plague, but today you are particularly cynical.
I know I am. I'm thinking of that man.
Of what man?
Of my guardian, Mr. Spettigue, who hurries us away from all of our best friends directly when we know someone for fear of...
For fear of what?
I don't know.
Why does he?
Because he's a selfish, wicked old man.
Mr. Wickham, what a sweet old lady your aunt must be. I'm longing to know her. Where is she?
Jack. Where's my aunt? What? She's hardly arrived yet.
Oh, no, Kitty. Mr. Wickham's aunt hasn't arrived yet.
Hasn't arrived? Oh. Well, then we'll do some shopping, and, then we'll be back. Shan't be long. Goodbye.
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 You see that? Off like a shot when they found out your aunt wasn't here.
Makes an awful difference, doesn't it?
Jack, my boy, where the deuce did you get these cigars?
Oh, those, Dad?
That accounts for the bills. And now we must begin to think.
Think.
Now that I've come to the family title, as you know, I've also, which you don't know, come to the family debts and difficulties.
Debts?
Which are far more than I expected, with the result that all the money I've been saving for you in India goes to pay them. And in short, you and I, for the next few years, will be, comparatively speaking, poor men.
Poor men?
Read this.
Urgent business. Don't expect me for a few days. Donna Lucia. No!
She's not coming.
But she must go. Wire.
There's
telegram.
no use, no time.
But hang it, the girls won't remain without a chaperone.
What should we do?
Well, we could ask the proctor's wife. No, she'd sit and stare like an owl.
Oh, the girls are here.
Jack!
What?
Look.
What is it?
Look here!
Charley,
What?
do you know what a pious fraud is?
Pious fraud.
First cousin to a miracle. Babs, your aunt.
My aunt.
She's the only one you've got, so you have to make the best of it.
I say, fellas, what's going on?
Well, you see, Donna Lucia de Alvadoras can't make it.
Can't she, though?
Yes. And the girls are here.
Well, what's wrong with that? Won't they stop?
No, you must be Charlie's aunt.
Me? No!
Charlie, introduce your aunt.
My aunt. Donna Lucia de Alvadores, Miss Spettigue, Miss Verdun, Miss Donna Lucia de Alvadores.
Why don't you say something?
How do you do, my dears?
We had called upon you before, Donna Lucia, but you hadn't arrived.
And we brought you these.
Thank you.
I hope your journey from town hasn't tired you.
Oh, no, it was very jolly, pleasant, I mean. What the deuce am I to do with these?
Stick them in your dress.
Charlie, You look worried. Is something wrong?
Oh no, I'm just a little anxious.
You see, he's anxious at meeting his aunt today for the first time. Why the dickens don't you say something?
What the dickens am I to say?
Talk about the weather.
Charming weather.
Yes. Yes, it is.
College junks will do anything.
May I arrange these for you, Donna Lucia?
Thank you, my dear.
After all, we do have some pleasant weather sometimes in dear old England.
What the deuce does she mean by that?
Why, you're a foreigner.
A foreigner? What did you say my name was?
Donna Lucia de Alvadoris.
What am I, Irish?
No, you're English going away to Brazil.
You're a widow
Widow.
and a millionaire.
I say, Charlie, have I any children?
No, you fool.
Oh, okay, now I could go on.
You're staying till tomorrow, are you not?
Am I staying till tomorrow?
No.
Oh.
Oh, but you mustn't you, Kitty?
I'm afraid my auntie can't stay past today.
No, you see, it's my washing day.
She has a lot of business to attend to in town.
Yes, lawyers, and stocks.
Yes, stocks and socks, all very important, you know.
Ah, Mr. Spettigue! So, I was right after all, and that old fool of a woman told me they were not here. Mr. Spettigue. Don't address me, sir. And this is the way you take advantage of my absence. Mr. Spettigue, man. Don't address me, sir. I have no wish to hold any converse with you.
Mrs. Spettigue, will you allow us to explain?
My business is with this young man, sir, and not with you.
But you won't listen to either of them.
Go away, madam, and don't interfere.
Where did you get that hat? Take it off, sir.
You forget yourself, sir.
Perhaps, sir, you will remember that ladies are present.
I disapprove of their presence in the first place and request them to return with me.
Sir, you cannot put such an affront upon Mr. Wickham's friends.
I don't know them. I don't know them.
Introduce me, Mr. Wickham.
Mr. Spettigue, Sir Francis Chesney. Sir Francis Chesney, Mr. Spettigue.
Mr. Chesney is my son, sir, and this lady is...
Oh, pray, don't introduce him to me. I've been thoroughly introduced to the gentleman already.
I consult my own feelings when I say that I am deeply annoyed upon prematurely returning from town, my niece and my ward lunching, without my permission, with these two young gentlemen.
To meet Mr. Wickham's aunt.
Indeed?
There is no indeed about it, sir. I repeat, to meet Mr. Wickham's aunt.
In my mind, it matters little.
In my mind, it matters everything. Therefore, allow me to introduce you. Donna Lucia d'Alvadoris. Mr. What's his confounded name, Jack?
Spettigue. Donna Lucia.
Spettigue.
The celebrated millionaire? Oh, how do you do?
How do you do? I'm Charlie's aunt from Brazil, where the nuts come from.
Oh, it seems we're interrupting.
No, the college ground's home to everyone. I'm at home here merely because these are my son's rooms.
Mr.
Chesney.
Oh, pardon my asking, but are you now, or rather, were you ever Lieutenant Frank Chesney?
I was.
And you don't remember me?
I acknowledge with some regret that I have no recollection whatsoever.
Must be more than 20 years since.
20 years is a long time, Auntie.
20 years. When was the regiment then, I wonder?
This is Beverly Smythe, everyone's caught but my own, of course. Then you've forgotten the day you went abroad?
No.
Then you've forgotten the evening before?
No, not altogether.
Then...
Lucy, good gracious! And to think at that very dance, but you don't remember that, of course.
No.
No, because that night I nearly made you an avow that... we never met in all that time, nearly, 20 years, we'll say, eh?
I'm afraid so.
I remember the dance perfectly. You were in white, tied up with blue.
Tied up with blue, like a chocolate box.
You must meet my son. He's a splendid fellow. These are his rooms, or he's lent them to a college fellow, a young fellow named Wickham.
Yes, Wickham?
Who's entertaining two young ladies, in the garden, and his aunt.
His aunt?
A lady from Brazil.
From Brazil?
Yes, Donna Lucia d'Alvadoris. Do you know her?
Auntie, what does he mean?
Hold on, dear. Are you to tell me that Donna Lucia d'Alvadoris is here, actually here?
Yes, in the garden, or was 5 minutes ago.
Lucia, you are a puzzle, an enigma.
How dare you? Until you give me the letter, all is over between us.
Lucia, that decides me. I go to my room. A brief note.
With full consent and signed, don't forget.
Then say you will be mine?
Or say anything you like, only don't be too long in the study.
Darling, mwah.
Well, what devils we women are. I shall be a woman the rest of my life, and I haven't had a drink or a smoke all day.
Be patient, my dear. Your uncle shall have the finest reparations my influence can make. And for my case, I only took part in this deception upon finding another lady established in my place.
No wonder she knew my late husband so well.
Well, I'm as sorry as anyone else, but I'd trust Jack with my life.
Indeed, then he must wait till I'm his mother.
Mother?
Yes, Donna Lucia, in deceiving me as much as anyone, has, however, done me the honor to recollect an old affection, and has promised to assume that authority. So look out, Jack.
Lord Beverley, in this deception you have gained one confidence that nothing could excuse.
I know, and I reproach myself beyond expression, but if Miss Delahaye will allow it, I'm willing to atone for it with a lifelong devotion.
Auntie! Now where's my son?
Here, Mama.
I shall have to talk with you very seriously before giving you this. And Charley, if you ever deceive that poor girl again, I'll never forgive you. And as for you...
Oh no, never again. You can have the clothes if you like. I have no more need for them.